Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be taking the Prelude's headliner from this to this. That's right, I'm going to be wrapping Project Prelude's headliner in a nice suede black to go with the rest of the black interior. Not only will I be doing that, but I will also be installing this map light I got from a 2010 Suzuki SX4, I believe. I'll post a picture of it. Y'all looking at it right now. I got this map light from that car at the junkyard, and I'm going to be installing it inside the Prelude. Reason being is it's kind of dark in here, and I want to make this car nicer to drive. So I'm like, why not do this? Since I'm doing a headliner, I can add a map light. And I also ordered these super bright square LED boards to go inside all the map light and the dome light that's in the car now. So hopefully it should be nice and bright, and I should be able to see at night. But first thing I want to do, I just wanted to test these and just see how they look in the car. So I'm just going to hook it up to the dome light and we can go from there. Alright, so this is literally just one using the adapter that it came with to plug into the dome. Much brighter, and that's one. I'm going to be putting four, two in the middle, two in the front. One of my complaints though is that it's kind of blue. I ordered the white. I wanted the whitest buds I can get, but these do have a tint of blue. It's not terrible, but it is there. Y'all can see how I hooked it up now. I turned the lights on. It comes with these adapters if you just want to slip them into your socket, but I'm gonna solder everything together. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and snatch this headliner out. I take the headliner out, trim right here out, the sunroof cover out, the visors out, and A-pillars, and I believe that is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse all of that. I want to turn my heat back on because it's cold out here, and I'm just gonna time lapse me snatching all this out. Alright, so I got all the pieces laying on my floor in my house now, ready to get worked on. I kind of just want to quickly explain more of what I'm doing and what I'm expecting out of what I'm doing. For the headliner and the sunroof cover, I'm going to wrap that with a suede-like fabric, which I got right here in my other room. So here's the fabric right here. I got this off Amazon. One thing I would know, I will link this in the description below. It came folded up, so it came with a whole bunch of creases and whatnot, which is why I got it stretched out on the floor right now. So I'm going to have to iron this out. You can't put crease stuff fabric on a headliner because it's going to come up on a headliner. But I'm going to do that off camera because that's just really annoying and tedious. Honestly, I was thinking about sending this back, but I decided just to iron it out. Like I said, I will link it in the description below. Be warned, it's going to come folded. Alright, so I got the grab handle, the two A-pillars, and I also got the new map light and the dome light. All of this is going to be spray painted black. Now, doing the feature, I want to flock the A-pillars, but I also want to add a gauge pod to my A-pillar, so I want to do all that at once. Right now, I'm just going to spray paint it, so it's just temporary. It still should look fine, and I just wanted it all to be black, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, next we got the visors, and with the visors, one side is like a cloth fabric, and the other side is like more like a, I don't know, like a leather, fake leather. What I'm going to use is some vinyl paint. I'm just going to paint all this black. Eventually, when I do the A-pillars, I plan on flocking the back of this to hopefully match the headliner a little bit better. But for now, I'm just going to attempt to just spray paint it for now. And I'm going to just use some vinyl spray paint on the other side to basically dye that black. Alright, so the last piece of the puzzle. The little ring that goes around the moonroof, the sunroof. I'm not 100% sure. I'm honestly just going to wing this. One side is like clothy, so I'm going to use some of that fabric paint on that side, like right here. This is all cloth, so I'm going to use that fabric paint. And then for the rubber, I'm just going to attempt to spray paint it and hope for the best. I couldn't find too much information about how people will go about blacking these out. So I'm just going to attempt this. Luckily, this is not something that's going to be touched a lot. So as long as the spray paint holds up to installing it, then it should be fine. But it's all about installing it and make sure that the spray paint adheres properly, because, you know, you get to installing it and it start coming off on your fingers, and that's not good. So I'm going to worry about that later, but that's what I was planning on doing with that piece. So for now, I wanted to clean up the ring piece right here, the A-pillars, and the visors because they're dirty as hell and it's going to be painted. Paint adheres better to clean surfaces. So I'm also do the lights because that's going to be painted too, just with some soap and water and wipe it down. All right, so I just got done washing everything. I got it prepped up next to the heat right there. Honestly, I'm probably gonna finish ironing this out for the rest of the night. So I'm gonna be back with an update. Like I said, I ain't finna bore y'all with me ironing this. I'm gonna just do it off camera and get it out the way. So I'll be back with an update. Alright, so I got a lot of work done and I want to update you guys on what exactly is going on. So let's start with everything that I painted. We got the visors, the A-pillar, the grab handle, and the little ring for the sunroof. Everything is like almost painted. It needs like one more coat, maybe two. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. It's dark right now, so. And it's also cold as hell out there, so I don't want to paint right now. I'm just wait till tomorrow. One thing I will say is, if you guys are doing any type of interior painting, I'm pretty sure this is probably like the best thing to use right here. This stuff laid really, really good. I used that on the visors and they came out real nice. I didn't paint the other side yet. I might just use regular spray paint on the other side because I'm running low. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to flock the back of these. So there's no reason to spend any more money on more spray paint. A-pillars, I use regular spray paint. Looks real good. But like I said, I'm going to recoat all this one more time tomorrow. So on to the next thing. I got the old fabric off the sunroof cover and the headliner. Now, it came right off the sunroof cover, which is nice, but when I did the headliner, it was a pain in the ass. The fabric actually separated from the foam, so I had to sit. I was going to peel it by hand, but I was going to end up losing my thumbprint, so I ended up taking a sander, and I literally just sanded this whole thing. I didn't get it 100% perfect, but I feel like it's good enough to where if I just use a whole bunch of glue, it should be fine. I don't think that it'll ever fall like no time soon, so that's good right there. Now that I got the fabric off the headliner, now it's time to get this light in. Now, as y'all can see, this is the stock light, and it actually sits behind the headliner a little bit. But for the front, I cannot do that. This needs to be on the same layer as the headliner. Reason being, the actual structure of the car is behind the front part up here. So what I'm gonna have to do is literally just trim all of this off and make like a new backplate to where I can mount the LEDs at. That way that this sits on top of the headliner instead of actually going through. Now I'm going to cut a hole just to give me a little more room, but the thickness of the headliner plus the fabric should allow me to get maybe a couple millimeters extra clearance. So I have to take too much like all the way down. So I'm going to set y'all up in the tripod and I'm going to get this cut up.
Excellent.
Here it is, cut and flush. These little squares right here, that's exactly where I'm gonna put the little LED board, so it should look pretty good. Now it's time to wrap the headliner and the sunroof cover. So let's get it. so I got it all wrapped in a suede, and it's looking so good. I love when I do projects like this and it turned out better than expected. Now, I ain't gonna lie, there is a few creases, some right here on the edge, just a couple. But overall, I mean, it looks amazing. It's gonna look even better in the car. The sunroof cover actually came out better. There's no creases in the cover, so that's good. But now, I'm just gonna take a little break. I don't know if I'm gonna work on anything else tonight, but I am so tired. I've literally been working since like 12, and it's 9:15, 9:16. So I'm gonna just hop in the shower, probably eat, have me a little shot, and we'll revisit this. All right. So what I'm actually about to do is go ahead and get the backs of these visors painted as well as the lights, because I only have one more day off work, and I wanted to get this entire job done over the weekend. So I'm just going to put myself ahead by just doing this real quick. It's dark, so I'm not about to film this. I'm literally just about to coat this real quick, and I'll be back. All right, so I went ahead and sprayed the A-pillars as well. So the A-pillars are done. It's 2 coats of flat black on the A-pillars, and then it's only 1 coat on the visors and 2 coats on the lights. So I'm going to hit the visors one more time, and then I have to do the grab panel. I actually just remembered I didn't do the other side of the grab panel, so I'm going to get that done. But with the painting, I'm basically almost done. Everything just needs to be touched up. I'm glad to get it done now because I'm getting it out the way today. That way tomorrow can just be final touch-ups and reassembly. So we are moving in a good direction. Everything is turning out nice, and I can't wait to get it all done and see what it look like. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and get these LEDs wired into the lights. How these are in right here is basically how I'm gonna have these. This is where the dome light, the light that goes in the middle right here. And then the one I got from the junkyard, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm just gonna glue 2 boards to each little clear panel and just leave it like that. Literally, I'm just gonna wire these 2 into the socket from the dome light. That way that this light functions with this switch. So the middle is obviously door, then you have all the way to the right is on and then off. So I wanted everything to work off this one switch. So I'm gonna solder all this up, get it wired up on the headliner, and it should be done with the lighting aspect of it. Alright, so I'm finally done. Got the nice suede black interior back in. The entire Prelude interior is black. It's gonna take a minute to get used to this because It looks so much different. You know, just the front half of this was great. You know, I'm not really a fan of grays or beiges in interior. I just love the all black. And now that this is all black and everything looks new and fresh with my new matte blades, super bright, it looks real good. It came out exactly how I wanted it to come out. Now, if you guys do want to do this, I highly recommend to take your time and prep everything good. Make sure everything is clean. Make sure you don't lose any screws or pieces, and just take your time, because the more you take your time, the better it's gonna come out. Like, honestly, this looks stock. I'm not even trying to stroke my own ego. Like, it looks stock. But this also isn't my first time doing a headliner. I had an old Civic. I did a headliner in that car, so I have a little bit of experience. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I feel like I took enough of y'all time. Let me know if y'all enjoy the more technical side. I tried to record as much as I can to show you guys. That way you guys can replicate what I'm doing, or even add your own touches to make what I'm doing even better. So if y'all got any questions, or if y'all just want to say, hey, good job, leave that in the comments below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. I do see the people that be coming back to the channel for the Prelude content. I'm trying to put out content weekly, but, you know, working a full-time job, I'm doing the best I can. But if y'all just stick with me and believe in me, I feel like we can really do something big. So with that being said, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, and appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.